my childhood trauma has turned into this monster inside of me that comes out in the booth. So it should come out on stage too. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
I'm not,
I'm not looking forward to
it. I'm really like, it's gonna be West though. You feel me?
I like the sound of that.
I'm hip hop across the board.
That,
I'm not biased when it comes to regions. I grew up on everything from the dirty South shit to the fucking Midwest to the East Coast. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is East Side, Long Beach, and if I am in that arena like that, that's who I'm bringing with me.
Period. Point blank. And that was one of the things that I really liked about Slaughterhouse and your presence in Slaughterhouse was like the regional diversity. I know it's 2 from the East Coast, but you got the Midwest. There's no one from the South. Was the only thing missing.
Right. That was the only thing missing.
Yeah, but you held it down for the West, and we're like a real Western voice in that context. And it's crazy. The new project with Joel is fire.
Yeah, Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse. Yeah.
What's that? I mean, man. Break that down for us, bro. Like, I know that I'm not trying to have you, like, I'm not doing no clickbait controversy or whatever, but, it's a big thing that's going on in your life right now. So
yeah, no doubt. I mean, basically, dog, it was just time for us to close the chapter on Slaughterhouse. And me and Joel wanted to tell our story from our perspective. And it was beginning to be something that it didn't make me feel good to think about, to talk about, to have meetings about. And it was like, you know what? This isn't going to happen. 10 years without an official album. It's been 10 years since the last official album.
Crazy. Was it Glass House?
Not Glass House is the album that never came out.
That's like y'all's.
That's the one that's
y'all like Chinese democracy detox.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other one was Welcome to Our House, came out in 2012.
Right.
That was our last official album, 2012. So, but in that 10 years, bad communication, trying to get the situation right, flying all around the world. Look, it ain't gonna happen if it don't happen in 10 years, I had to really just come to that, hey man, it's not gonna happen. And I'm starting to get a bad feeling when I talk about it, think about it, meet about it. So what I need to do is just get this out of my life because I'm in a place where I'm trying to be the best version of myself. And this is bringing my vibration down every time I think of it. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna get it off my chest, tell my fucking story from my perspective, and I'm gonna roast this fucking pig and get it out my whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. And the other 2 guys got upset about what me and Joel did. I think at first they thought we were doing No Vaseline, Ether, Hit 'Em Up, and Takeover and shit like that. And just all gonna be just some whole bunch of diss tracks. So they kind of jumped out the window and started talking shit before they even heard the shit. And then when they heard it, it was too late because they already committed to talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So they had to keep it up. You know what I mean? But it was really respectfully done. It was tasteful. Our interviews were all tasteful. Everything we said in the media was tasteful. What I'm saying right here on y'all show is tasteful. And it's just like, we moved on. We closed the chapter. It's done. It did some great numbers.
He was on Billboard.
Billboard, merchandise, meet and greets with fans wrapped around the building. You know what I mean? And the fans got closure on that because we had to tell a little story about what was going on. And it just is what it is, man. And I think it's done. You know what I'm saying? But like I always say,
there's strong words spoken on them lives.
Yeah, but here's
which
my
you
thing.
weren't specifically a part of, but between Joel and Joe
Joe.
and
it was some
that
strong.
got slimy for a second.
It got slimy, but the universe will always work its magic because we ran into Joe Budden after that, and I hadn't seen Joe Budden in fucking 2 years. I hadn't probably been in the same room with Joe for probably like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to be in a hotel that he was checking into, in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So it was just like, yo, boom. So I ain't gonna talk about everything that happened at that meeting, but it was me and Joel.
Sounds like a fade.
And we seen sounds quite like a fade, but nah, we just we had a conversation, you know what I mean? Everybody, got their bars off and
got their bars off.
it just is what it is, you know what I mean? But
could I just say something?
There's some strong words being said.
Could I just say something?
Yeah.
I'm using all this in my first round. No,
hey, there we go. See what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit you can use.
First verse. No, I'm just
you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit you can use. But at the end of the day, Lush,
he's Lebanese. I don't know if you know. There's your first round.
lesbian.
No,
on
that's
her
some crazy
knees.
shit, though,
But you trying to put this shit together.
Shit, man, I'm
this shit
already
is
4
cool.
punchlines deep, man. Keep going. No.
It might just be bait. You know what I'm saying? I want you to rap about that shit so I can tell you how I really feel about it.
Come on.
He's like, matter of fact, boom. We all get blown away.
But it was a good project. Shout out to Joel Ortiz,
Very
man.
dope project.
You know what I'm saying? And we
Fire.
working on some new shit. You know what I mean? We got another album we working on. And if them guys are, hopefully they're past it too. You know what I mean? Because I'm not tolerating any more disrespect. So. You know, I
Is there any
let
hope
them
for
be-
y'all to do another one again, or that's it? It's
What,
done forever.
Slaughterhouse?
Yeah, it's
I'm
done.
finished, man.
The
I had to
pig
get
was
it out.
roasted. It was
I had
a
to get
luau.
The pig is burned away.
It was a luau.
Yeah. I had to
Yeah.
it was a luau for real.
It was a luau.
Yeah, it was real. That pig we roasted on our promo, that shit was real.
You developed into such an independent artist. I don't feel like a group situation would make sense for you anymore.
Here's the
anyways.
thing. Here's
You know
the
what I mean?
thing. The thing that's wild to me about it, I don't want to use the word ironic, but and I don't want it to be a negative connotation, so I want to stay away from saying disheartening.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what's crazy about it, and I know that's not
You
like
just said it, by the way. But yeah.
what I think is crazy about it is when Slaughterhouse came together, the purpose of it was these are 4 incredibly talented lyricists who all had issues with the industry
Righteous.
and got fucked by deals essentially that they was in situations that are coming together for another shot. And then ultimately it was the business that deteriorated within that context.
Yeah.
So it's
It was-
almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like,
Right. It's really a testament to bad communication, bro.
Right.
If you're in a fucking setting where you're doing business with multiple people, you have to communicate. You know what I mean? That's what it comes
Communication,
down
yeah.
to. You know, and they, you know, like I couldn't even get Joe on the phone when I had over 7-figure deals on the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at that point, it's strictly business because any one of my brothers call me with over 7 figures, I'm answering the phone.
People I hate with 7 figures on. Like, my brother.
Let's tell you.
Yeah.
But they, you know, so
I hate him. Like,
But you know what would be ill though? It would be really ill if Royce and Joe got together and they told their
response.
story. You know what I'm saying? And resurrected the whole shit from there. You know what I mean? I think that would be pretty dope. I would like to hear Royce and Joe, you know, rap about it. That's what I kept saying on the album. Rap about it. That was my
Right.
tagline. You know what I mean? Don't tweet about it. Don't go on IG Live about it. Don't fucking, you know what I mean, talk shit. Rap about it.
Yo, you know what's crazy? And I've told Lush this before. I feel like this is something that I've learned through like my like growth and the shit. That as artists, our form of communicating to the world is through our art, right?
Right.
I think things got fucked up for us as artists with social media when the social media came along, right? It made it to where every fucking opinion we have, we fucking blurt it out. We just jump up. We like, and I'm a victim of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We all are. And I feel like if it wasn't for that, like I feel like you wouldn't have that as much. You know what I mean?
well, that definitely adds fuel to the fire. But like,
It's just that like we should always because people don't want to hear that from us, bro. They don't want to hear us arguing. Nobody wants to hear us getting into beef. We think it looks cool, but it really doesn't when you look at it in context. What people want from us is bars, bro.
once you over
Like,
35 years
want us to
old,
rap.
that shit's
Yes, I'm
fucking
glad-
lame.
I'm glad you
but
put an age
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
that's true. But I'm just saying, like, I think I'm learning now too myself that if I have a problem with something, I'll just throw it in some bars, bro, and it's just an art thing.
But when you was a youngster, it was cool you wilding out and all that.
Exactly.
And
You're right.
like you feel me?
You're
Like,
100% right about that.
But like, you know, it's interesting you brought up communication because, you know, as a mind, we speak of this often, you know, you're sober. I know Royce is sober. So it's like, and to me, that was something that's was the most disheartening was the deterioration between you and Royce
Right.
in this thing. Cause I always looked at y'all as like
Right.
the glue. Like I know I got a lot of respect for Joe Budden and everything he does
Right.
on and off the mic. And like his podcast, as a podcaster, I look up to him in a lot of regards.
Righteous.
Like, and like his presence in hip hop culture. However, I know he's a really eccentric dude, so it makes sense why there'd be friction regarding him and certain things.
Right.
But to see you and Royce fall off, that's, you know, as a fan, that
Right.
shit kind of hurts. And I know, again, to bring, you know, Eminem close with both of y'all, that's got to put him in an awkward position too. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, Royce felt betrayed, and I think that's too strong a word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For somebody just saying, all right, listen, you don't want to do a group without Joe. Joe is retired. There's no group. You know what I'm saying? But he felt betrayed. He felt betrayed for the way that it was rolled out. But my whole thing was, I took the energy from our last phone call and I said, you know what? I don't want to alert nobody about what we're doing. I just want to go and create. Let me take this energy, this mood, this sadness, this joy, this everything into the studio, and let me just create. And I just shut off and started creating.
Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. If you want to support, please click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200K. Thank you so much.